Russians. That's what it was.
Yep, that's what it was.
They were Russians.
The Russians.
I'll just be glad when November gets here and all this crap goes away. All right. So we got some questions. And our first question is, it looks like 5.1. I don't know if we covered this. Let's see if we did. Nope, we haven't. So we'll go over that one. And that is 5133/10. 5133/10. So determine a number that is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't know why you'd use 6 because that's not a prime number, but I'm trying to understand what this question is asking. Determine a number that is divisible by 2, 3, 5, and 6. Well, it can't be all of them. Well, yeah, it could be 60. 60 is about the only one because 5 will not go into any of these. So I would say probably 60. Okay, and you know that because the 5, the only number that will go into 0 is 5. And these other ones, 5 won't go into all these. 2 and 3 will just about go into everything. But that 5 won't. 5 will go into 5 and 0. So, of course, this was probably sent before we did the divisibility. I showed you the divisibility chart. So that's the answer. It should be the answer. Yeah, we got it right. All right, next question. 5.2, 45/10. 5.2, 45/10. And I think we went over this, but we'll go over it again. Anytime you have a negative, there's 2 choices for that negative. All right, the first choice is the negative is inside the parentheses, and that would be like this. The other choice is that it's not inside the parentheses. This can be written like this. And that is positive 64. This can be rewritten like this, which is negative 64 in parentheses, and then that's equal to negative 64. Now, I can tell you right now that is a test question and a standardized test question. I don't care where you're taking a standardized test. That question is one of those questions, or both, will be put on a standardized test. I don't agree with it because I don't agree with the way that's written, because most of the time it's not written that way. It's written like this. But in this case, it is that. That is that. It's the same thing. It's not this. Okay.
When I try to click on,
yeah.
When I try to click on one of my homework questions, it brings me to that site that you're on, the Pearson website, and then I go to log into it, and it tells me my stuff's wrong. I'm putting in my Tri-County stuff. I'm not supposed to be.
I used my T number and it worked.
All right.
Yeah. Use your T number. Because T number, usually for some reason, it defaults to the T number.
Okay. Try
that and let me know after class if that don't work. Or have you been getting on it okay?
Yes. This is actually the first time it's done that, but I'm gonna try my T number. It might have defaulted back to it or something.
Okay. I don't know. Usually, are you on Firefox or Google Chrome?
I'm on Firefox.
Okay. Well, it should work. All right. This is 5.3 101/28. I think this is going to be a test question. Oh, yeah. While on vacation, Janet traveled the full length of the interstate. Well, wait a minute. I don't know if this is going to be a test question or not. This looks like one of those questions that's more confusing than it is anything. Janet traveled the full length of the interstate Highway 5 from U.S. Canadian border to the U.S. Mexican border. See the map. So let's go ahead and draw the map. Okay, there's the map. She recorded accompanied travel times between cities. Okay, well, I'm going to write this down because all this runs together. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy do-jigger here, and I'm going to move this over. Give me a second. I'm going to pull this over because I right now I just want to write everything down. Okay, it says travel times between cities. Blaine, Washington to Seattle. So Blaine to Seattle. And she didn't get shot or killed. 1 hour, 47 minutes. Okay. Seattle to Portland and not getting killed or shot. Two hours, 48 minutes. Portland to Sacramento. Is 9 hours, 10 minutes. Sacramento to LA. That's not Lower Anderson. That's Los Angeles. 7 hours, 5 minutes. LA to San Diego, not very long. LA to San Diego, I was stationed in San Diego or LA out there, 29 Stumps, as well as Camp Pendleton. 2 hours, 18 minutes. And then you can catch a trolley and go to Tijuana. 2 hours, 18 minutes. And get thrown in jail for fighting. And San Diego to San Ysidro is 35 minutes. Okay, now I don't have to look at that paragraph because I don't like looking at a paragraph when trying to get information out. And it says, what does it say first? Write each time travel between cities as a fraction. Okay, well, let's go back to our handy dandy. So 47, that's out of 60. So that's going to be 1 and 47 over 60. Oops, sorry. I didn't know there was another page there. 1 and 47 over 60. 2 and 48 over 60. 9 and 10 over 60. 7 and 5 over 60. 2 and 18 over 60. And 35 over 60. Now you notice I'm not reducing. No, because if I have to add or subtract fractions, I want to keep those 60s there because those are common denominators. So what is Jane's total driving time from Blaine, Washington to San Ysidro? So the whole thing. So we're going to add them all up. So that's going to be 1 hour, 47 over 60, plus 2 hours, 48 over 60, 9 hours, 10 over 60, 5 hours, 5 over 60. 2 hours, 18 over 60. And 35 over 60. We're going to add them all up. Well, 2, 7, 16, 17, 18, 19. 35 and 5 is 40. 40 plus 10 is 50. I'm trying to do the easy numbers and not have to work to death. Okay, so 40 plus 8, 48 is 98. 98 plus 18, well, that's going to be 116. Somebody check my math. I believe that's 116. And then 116 plus 47 would be 163. I need somebody to add those up for me and see if you get 163. So if somebody could, take your calculator and add them up for me and tell me what you get. That means I want y'all to interact with me. That means I want you to either type something in or say something. Excuse me, Corona. 47 plus 48 plus 10 plus 5 plus 18 plus 35. What do you get?
You said 47 plus 48 plus 10 plus 5 plus 18?
Plus 35.
Oh, plus 35, sorry. That would be 163.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rick Brickman, the only person that can talk in the room. Thank you. I appreciate your interaction. Makes the class go by a whole lot faster, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you're not weaned on a pickle. All right, so I still don't get anybody to say anything. Even Miss Hatton didn't say anything. I figure she would have said something. All right, so we got 163 over 60. Now we got to figure that 163 over 60. I know that 2 times 60 is 120. So I'm going to go 19, 20, 21. So that's 21 hours. And then 120 would be 43 over 60. I just divided 16 into 60 into 163. 160 and 60 is 120. So 120 will go into that. That's 2 more hours. And then what's left is 43 over 60. 43 is a prime number. So I would bet you that's the answer. Okay. So I would say 21 and 43. Mixed number, 21 and 43 over 60. Okay, they must need to reduce it. 3, I don't know if 3 will go in there. 2 won't go in there. Unless I added wrong. Somebody check me and see if I added wrong. Whatever. Okay, see why this is a stupid question? Do you see why this is a stupid question? Not that you sent in a stupid question. That's not what I'm saying. This question, if I was a student, I would not even do this question because that right there, why do you need to do that? Now, what's the answer? Now, that's what I can't believe they make you write that. Do y'all think that's silly? At least give me a hand raise.
Yeah, that's just too many steps. Silly? That's just extra.
Yeah, unnecessary work.
Yes, 21 and 43 over. Now you know what it is. Some damn Russians. I bet a Russian wrote this one. All right, I'm just waiting for somebody to get offended because I'm making fun of blame it on the Russian story. Which that I didn't make that story up. I'm not going to tell you who made that story up, but it was about 4 years ago. But anyway, okay, they got 23. I got 21. Now that, somebody add up the numbers and see if I did messed up the numbers. Here's the numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 9 is 21. Last time I checked, no. And let's check. 3, that's 12. Okay, I added wrong. Should be 22. Somebody add up 2 plus 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1. What do you get?
19.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
Making
just
sure.
did it.
Okay.
I'll do it one more time though.
Well, they got 23. I don't know
Yeah,
how
it's
they got
19.
23.
I don't know how they got that.
I don't know how they got 23. I think that's incorrect. How many of you got 21 over 43, 60? How many of y'all got that? Raise your hand. Okay, 2, 3. Okay. Several of y'all got 21, 43 over 60. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Blaine Washington to San Cedro. Yeah, she started at Blaine. She started at Blaine. Started at Blaine and then in San Cedro. Well, that's all of them together. Let's go back and look at something. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 9 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. No, it's not. 7 plus 2 is 9, 18, 19, 20, 21. It's 21. And then you add 2. Somebody added that wrong for me. I added it wrong too. 2 plus 5, 2 plus, let's see, 2 and 5, that's 7. 2 and 5, wait a minute. They got something wrong here. Somebody, am I reading something wrong here? They don't have a 5. They don't have a 5 up here either. Where did I get 5 and 5/60? Did I write it down wrong?
No, that's on Sacramento to LA. Right?
5. Okay, make sure I didn't write something down wrong. I think I wrote something down wrong. 1 hour, 47 minutes. 2 hours, 48 minutes. 9 hours, 10 minutes. There it is. 7 hours. I wrote it. There it is. I wrote it 5 hours. It's supposed to be 7 hours. So I did make a mistake. 7 hours, 5 minutes. Y'all should have 5 hours, 5 minutes. I wrote that down wrong. I'm sorry. So it is 23. Okay. All right. Got that finished. All right. Janet's total driving time in minutes, in hours and minutes is, I don't understand the question. 23 hours, 43 minutes. What? Okay, this is not a test question. I would not ask y'all the 2 questions, that question and this question. I don't think I would ask y'all that. Okay, so that's not a good question. So if you sent this question in, I can understand why. Now I did write down a wrong. I wrote down 5 and 5/60. So I did write the question down wrong. So I apologize for that. Okay, it's not a test question. 5.3 101/28. Oh my God. Okay, I think we got that one. Is it different numbers? Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I'm not going through all the mess. Let's just go through and do it. Okay. I'm not going to go through and write everything down because one, I might go dyslexic and might write down something wrong. Instead of a 7, I write down a 5. So I think we better just copy it down because I don't want to make a mistake again. Okay, so they've got 1 and 31 over 60, 2 and 48 over 60, 11 and 6 over 60, 8 and 12 over 60, 2 and 9 over 60, and 57 over 60. Now somebody please make sure I didn't create another number. 1, 2, 11, 1, 2, 11, 8, 2, and then 1 or 0 miles. Okay, so now 8 plus 2 is 10. You can add that to anything. And 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 10 is 24. And then we got 31, 48. Let's see if I can make this easy. Okay, 48 and 12 is 60. Uh, 57, I don't have a 3, but I got a 6. 57 and 3 is 60. 3 is 63. 9 and 31 is 40. Good. We got good numbers here. 9 and 31 is 40. So 40 plus 60 is 100, and then 163. Y'all check me. 163 over 60, which we've already done that. So that would be 2. That'd be 26 and 43 over 60. And hopefully that's the correct answer if I didn't rewrite something wrong. (27), 26, and 43 over 60. And I feel good about myself, so I don't have to put smokestacks on my pickup truck. And it takes her 26 hours and 43 minutes. Okay, so it kind of helps to write the question down correctly. So make sure you write down the question correctly so you won't get the wrong answer. I just did that on purpose just to make sure that y'all understand how important it is to write down the correct answer. Next, this is 5.353/15. Okay, we went over one like this in class, but it's not a test question. It might be. I don't think so because I don't like these. So here we go. This guy, and make sure that the 5 is not just repeating, because if the 5 is just repeating, it's a totally different animal. But in this case, it's the 4, 5, so this one's easy. So 4.45, and we want to turn that into a fraction. So the first thing we do is say x is equal to 4.45. The goal is to eliminate the repeating 4 5s. So I'm going to multiply that by 100 in my head. I'm going to multiply by 100 in my head, and I get 100x is equal to 445.45 repeating. Now I subtract the 2. Go down here, and I do 100x is equal to 445.45 repeating minus, and that's 1x, 4.45 repeating. And of course you get 99x is equal to, well, that's going to cancel, and that's what you want to happen. And then of course 445 minus 4 is 441. Divide by 99, and that is your answer. Reduce if needed. I'm not going to sit here and reduce for you, but I will type in 441 over 9. And I know it may be divisible by 3. I don't think it's divisible by 11 because you end up with a 1. So it's not divisible by 11. Let me try 3. 3, 1. Yeah, it's divisible by 3. So 3 will go into 4 one time. That'll leave 14. 3 will go into 14 4 times. That'll leave 21. I got 147 over 33. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It'll go in again. 3 will go in there 4 times. That'll leave 27. 49 over 11. I think that's it. Oops, I'm sorry. So I got 49 divided by 11. That's possibly a test question. The only reason it's a test question is because it's short and sweet. You just do what I tell you to do. You just do that method and it's over with. But I personally don't like these questions. So chances are I probably wouldn't put them on a test. Standardized test, it might have one like that. Delete. This is 5.390/25. 90/25. Oh yeah, this is a test question. I love to put these on the test because I want y'all to what? Quit or fail. So here we go. 6 over 1 minus 1 over 15 divided by 8 over 1.
I can't see the screen. You're working it out. I mean.
I'm gonna show it to you in just a minute. You'll hold on a minute, Miss Hatton. Plus 4/5. Heck, come on. Just bossing people around. I tell you what. You can tell she's married. You boss your husband around like that? Yeah. I know she does. Yes, she does. She ain't gonna lie. All right, there you go. Y'all seen that Facebook post where the husband or the boyfriend is sitting on one side, and then the wife reaches back to grab the diaper bag or the purse and hits him upside the head. That's Miss Hatton. I bet she hits her husband upside the head. There's one woman got punched out. Did y'all see that? One woman got punched. You know, if you're married to a man like that, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
He got no backbone.
That's awful. All right. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is get a common denominator. Now, I will tell you right now, because some of y'all invented this problem, there are different ways you can do this problem. I'm not going to show you the different ways because I'm going to show you the basic, easiest way to do it. And that is to get a common denominator of all 4 denominators, because that way, when you multiply by the reciprocal, your denominators and the numerator will cancel. So I'm going to show you the most simple way to do it. First thing I'm going to do is get a common denominator of 15. Of course, you know that by looking at the 15 and the 5, but if you had to, you go over here and put 5 and 15 and get 1s on the bottom that we went over in 5.1. One will go into 15 times. 15 times 6 is what? 90. Y'all check me because sometimes it's 90, sometimes I say it's 80. I think it's 90. Okay? 15 will go into 15. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 will go into 15. 15 times 8. Well, that's going to be 120, I believe, but somebody check me. And 5 will go into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, I need somebody to check and make sure 6 times 15 is 90, and 8 times 15 is 120, and I done forgot. Yeah, that last one I don't need you to check. I know that 5 will go into 15 3 times, and 3 times 4 is 12. But is 90 and 120 check out okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 90 minus 1 is 89 over 15. Divided by 132 over 15. Now here's a trick I learned in the war. When you're dividing by a fraction, you multiply by the what? By the reciprocal, Hubert. Thank you, class. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to change this symbol to a multiplication symbol. And I'm going to flip this one. And 89 over 15 goes here. And somebody tell me what happens to the 15s. It's a miracle. Thank you, class.
Yep.
You know, I appreciate y'all interacting with me. It means a lot.
You cross them out.
Thank you. I appreciate that. 89 over 132. And reduce if possible. That's an even number. That's an odd number, so it's going to be hard to find. I'm just going to type in 89 over 132 because I don't see 3. 3 won't go into 89 because 29 is prime. I'm trying to think of numbers that will go into, I'm just going to type it in and see what it says. 89 divided by 132. And that's it. That is a test question. Let me ask you a question. You want to do another one?
Yes.
I figured you did. I got mental telepathy, sensory perception. All right, try this one. I can read your minds. And y'all are all saying the Russians did it. I actually had one person one time, this is no joke. I made a joke about me being the wild one of the family because my sister was so good all the time. And I got told that I was offended. I made offended remarks. I said, whatever. I tell you what, we're becoming the United States of pansies, cupcakes, and snowflakes. 1 minus 1 over 15. Or maybe my hardcore Marine Corps is just coming out. I don't know what it is. 8 over 1. Nobody's going to say anything, so I'll just shut up. Plus 4/5. All right, I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes. And if you can't do it in 2 minutes, y'all all know what that means. What does it mean?
We fail.
That's your failure. Yep, good. Got to say it right, Miss Hatton. Not that you failed. You are a failure. There's a difference. Give y'all another few seconds. Okay, so if you haven't finished by now, then I'm sorry. That's just, I can't tell you what that means, but you know, it's just, I'm sorry. All right, so here we go. A 15. A 15 divided by 15 and 15. Now, how many times will 1 go into 15? 15 times. 15 times 5 is 75. 15 will go into 15. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 will go into 15. 15 times 8. We said that was 120 a while ago. 5 will go into 15 3 times. 3 times 4 is 12. 75 minus 1. I'll do that one for you. And 120 minus, what is that, 108? And when you divide by a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. So that's going to be 74 over 15 multiplied by...
I think it was 120 plus the 12.
Oh, thank you. I subtracted. Okay, so that's going to be 132. Thank you so much. Now, you're supposed to wait till at the end of the problem. That's what you do. 132. And then there's Bubba that don't even know what's going on. Yeah, man, you're wrong. He don't even know what day it is. So, thank you. So that'd be 15 over 132. And what happens to the 15s? They go out. And you're left with 74 over 132. And I think that's reducible. What tells me that that's reducible? They're both what?
The 4 and 2.
Yeah, the 4 and the 2. They're both
Divisible by 2.
even. They're both even. So I'm going to divide by 2 because that's the easiest number to divide by. And that's going to give me a 37. Somebody help me out. 37?
Yeah.
Over 66? Right?
Yes.
I think so. Those are 2 good test questions right there. Because I want you to what? Fail.
Pass.
What?
Pass.
I want you to fail. Now, did anybody notice the way I did these problems? I'll put them both right side by side or right on top of each other. Somebody tell me, what do you notice about the way I did these problems? What do you notice? Please don't say I used the orange marker. Okay, one student told me that.
Switch the numbers?
No. I did what?
You switched the numbers?
Well, yeah, I switched the numbers, but why? What do you notice about the way I did the both problems? Step by what?
Step by step.
Step by step. Here's what some of y'all try to do. Y'all try to go from here to here in one step. I don't know why y'all do that. Y'all think y'all some kind of little God or something. I don't know. But y'all, I'm serious, y'all do. Y'all try to do it. Here's the blue lines of the notebook paper. And y'all try to do it. Y'all try to go, let's see, 5 minus 1/15 divided by 8 plus 4/5. And y'all try to do it right in here and try to write an answer right over there. Especially you guys. Guys, I don't know why you think you can do that, but I'll tell you a little secret. You can't. Okay? So let's just forget about trying this, okay? That don't work. Okay, next homework question. And like I said, those are 2 good test questions. So anything with parentheses and fractions and doesn't have a Philadelphia lawyer writing the question, then chances are it's going to be a good test question. I wonder if I'm ever going to see the step question. I figured I would have at least seen the step question. Bingo! There we go. I got extra sensitive perception. There we go. A stairway consists of 14 stairs. Each stair is 6 7/8 inches high, almost 7 inches high. What is the vertical height of the stairway? I'm going to draw a picture for you. And give me a second to draw it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, now I may be wrong, but that is 14 steps. Okay? And each one of these steps is almost 7 inches. Okay, now we're going to do this layman's terms right now. We're not worried about the question. Let's say that that each one of these is 7 inches. And there's 14 steps. They want to know give me a second. Things I do for y'all. I hope y'all appreciate it.
I do.
I appreciate you being interactive, Miss Hatton. They want to know that. So if you got 14 steps and each one is 7 inches high, then that's going to be 14 times 7 inches, 14 steps at 7 inches apiece. That's going to be 28, 2, that's 98 inches. And of course, you're going to divide that by what? 12 inches to get feet, okay? Because 12 inches equals a foot. And 98 inches, let's see, well, that's almost 9 feet. I think it is 9 feet exactly. No, 9 would be 108. So it's a little bit 8. 8 is 84, right? 8 times 2, no, 96. Yeah, 96. So that's 8. I think it's 8 foot 2 inches. Okay. Now, that's not the problem. The problem says 6 7/8. So we're going to multiply 14 by 6 7/8 times 6 7/8. Now, adding and subtracting mixed numbers is okay, but when you're multiplying mixed numbers, you need to change it into an improper fraction. So 14/1 multiplied by 8 times 6 is 48, and 48 plus 7 is 55. Somebody check my math. 55/8.
Correct.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it's correct.
Okay, correct, good. The reason I have to ask is I suck at multiplying 8 times 6 and 8 times 7. Okay? If I'm going to make a mistake with my multiplication tables, it's going to be 8 times 6, and 8 times 7. Sometimes I switch them. Don't ask me why, but I do. 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 7 is 56, I think. All right. So now I'm going to multiply. Now take my handy dandy orange marker. 2 will go into 14 7 times. And 2 will go into 8 4 times. So I'm just trying to make life a little easier on myself. 4 will go in the bottom. 7 times 5 is 35. Bring you 3 is going to be 38. And then I'm going to divide and see what I can get. Okay? I should come out with around 8 foot, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do that. Okay, 4 will go into 38 9 times. Okay, 9 feet. Okay, so 4 will go into 38 9 times. That'll leave 6, 36. Leave 25. 25, oh, these are inches. Okay, 25. 4 will go into 25, what, 6 times? And 1/4. Somebody help me out there and tell me if that's what you come up with. 385 divided by 4 should be 96.25. Y'all check me.
Correct.
And if you divide that by 12, I don't know if they want, let's say type is a proper fraction or mixed number. Okay. So they want inches. So that's going to be 96 and 1/4. And if you wanted to change that to feet, you would divide 96 by 12, and you would come up with, well, that'd be right at 8 feet. So it would be close to that. Well, see, this is by 7. I added an 1/8 of an inch here, so this is going to be a little bit off of what this one is. Okay, you want to do another one of those? Since it is a test question, you might as well. We need to hurry. Let's see what time it is, because somebody might drop in the floor. Oh, no, we can't. Somebody's going to drop in the floor. What?
I have a question before you do that next question.
No, I'm not going to do it because we're finished. What's your question?
Okay. I still need help getting into Pearson. I tried my T number, my email, just my
And you
user.
got in before?
Yeah, and I've tried the same way and my default way, and it won't let me.
Okay, that don't make any sense if you've gotten in there before. You must be typing something in wrong.
I
Okay,
usually,
we'll check it. We'll check it here in just a minute. Let me look at the. Let me shut down everything first. Okay, shut that down and shut down recording. And I just